What is happening with you, baby? We are back on the Madden once again. I'm about to have another matinee session. And no, I'm just chilling. Just do the messages. Just a second, y'all. Obviously, I should check my messages earlier.
Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going.
I'll do this tomorrow. Oh, later on tonight, we'll see. Anyway, what's happening? I'm just chilling. Work our way to champion level.
Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay.
Baltimore.
We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor.
Good.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Go. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He'll cobble together a yard there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Already.
Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
This is Henry on second. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot.
First down, here's Lamar. He's on the move. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They'll run here with Henry. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense in the hurry up here. Now it's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
BC, ready?
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Sit hot.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. Has his man, it's a Dunze. What a hit, he gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. And it's the Bears looking at 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And this is Cup, and that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the two-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now, well, now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
Deontay Hardy to return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Every once in a while in first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on.
2nd and 6 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Jackson to throw it. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. The Bears decide to call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams escapes the pocket. Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Able to get it to Moore. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Let's go.
Williams set to pass. Catch made by Allen. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 30 short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. They've got a man in motion. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has the connection to Adunze. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throw by Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Williams thrown again here on 2nd down. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Chicago. All right, so this solid 1st half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
No way, you're kidding me!
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears grow their lead to 8. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Yo.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Third down, here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 34. Swift hauls it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Williams will look to throw. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights, and the Bears lead by 15 now. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
180.
Lamar now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up. They send a man in motion. Throwing again is Lamar. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it.
Just like that, tap, tap. Tap, tap. So let me just go back to the Broncos career. So those are the 1 win away. Champion status. So we're gonna go for it in just a second, y'all.
This love is getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind is turning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you want to cowboy on a white horse, right now into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you want to wait for. Hold on now, girl, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. White someday, maybe you could have your way. Right now, just don't try. Some things a man just got to do. I wish you could change my mind.
Let's see who we got on the menu in this game.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums,
49.
and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier
We're
Field
looking
in
at houses and
Chicago.
face the 49ers. Shout out to Curly getting this money. To me, he's earned. This dude was like a 3rd string quarterback behind the Rockford Lance and Trey Lance. And He's emerged to being a solid quarterback. Man. It's crazy disrespect this guy gets.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. Return coming here from the 12. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
Now that is how you get a sideline ignited. That's how you do it. And now from here, you got to start thinking anything short of an opening touchdown would be a disappointment.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A give left side to McCaffrey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes for on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears are going to take over after the interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 44. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
1st down, Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. So through 1, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Running behind center with Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Come on. Set. Striking 18.
They're going for this. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
This is ahead for about 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Hit made by TJ Edwards. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. And it's the 49ers with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this 1st half. You're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, it'll go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Cut near the goal line. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Go!
Williams to throw on 1st.
Oh,
Defender
oh,
arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Williams throwing on 4th. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
That's taken in by Samuel. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Deebo Samuel the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Check go!
Working from the gun, Williams. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And that's Cougar 19. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. And
Swift has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 1-score game before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Chooses to bring this one out. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun is Purdy. He's got time here. Oh, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Escapes out to the left. Now we'll try one deep down the right side. He's got it deep downfield. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Moody knocks it through. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? 19 Lion. Ready.
Williams to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready? 7 Pirates. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 32-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Another try following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
3rd and long for him here. Flush down now to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning trap. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking to throw, Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. First and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set. Hut, hut.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
First down throw by Williams. His pass caught by Allen. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast. From the 45 on second down. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Go.
That throw finds Komet. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 45-yard
Come,
line.
19. Hut.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. On the move, past the 40. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ready, ready.
All right, set now, first and 10.
60 Bison, 60. Set. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made by Allen. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. So they'll be set up with a first and goal when we come back. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Cowboy 80.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only 1 yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal from the 2.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Buffalo 80. Slash, slash. Roll, roll, roll.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Looking to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
It's the 49ers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Jukes out a 1-stop. Another awesome move. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
This dude was just not going to be...
Broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got 2 shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain, just trying to stay. Man who was 20 years, he said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the...
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go here in Baltimore. And this one goes out of bounds on... Kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On the ground, here's Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Going to go right back to Henry. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. Oh, yeah. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Here's Henry. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Williams going to throw on the 1st play. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the 1st time with DeAndre Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down underneath